So you have a script for me?
Yes, sir, I do. So we're gonna follow Tony Stark, who's a billionaire playboy weapons manufacturer.
Oh, a playboy, huh?
Yeah, and towards the beginning of the movie, this reporter, Christine Everhart, is really gonna challenge him on the ethics of selling weapons.
Oh, well that's good, because sometimes when there's a playboy character in movies, there's a tendency to objectify women and get kind of...
And then Tony's gonna bang her.
Oh, he is.
And then Tony's assistant Pepper is gonna call her trash and kick her out of the house.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious.
Well, okay then.
So anyway, Tony's gonna go to Afghanistan to show off a new weapon called the Jericho to the US military.
Sounds like something they could do in the US. There's lots of weapons testing facilities.
Yeah, well, they're gonna do it in Afghanistan because I need it for the story.
Fair enough.
So later, he's gonna be in a convoy that's gonna get attacked by terrorists.
Uh-oh.
And one of his own missiles is gonna blow up in his face.
That's not good.
And so then he's gonna be held captive by the terrorists, and he's gonna have this thing in his chest that's using a car battery to power a magnet to keep a piece of shrapnel from entering his heart.
I have to say, it sounds like you pinned him in a situation that's gonna be impossible to get out of.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, the terrorists want him to build them a Jericho missile, so they give him a bunch of weapons materials and mostly leave him alone.
Well, that sounds super reckless.
They also leave him with the doctor guy that saved his life, who's like the nicest dude.
But there's a guard in the room or something, right?
No, they are kind of keeping an eye on things through a security camera, though.
Why not have a guard in the room keeping an eye on things?
Because.
That works.
Anyway, so since Tony Stark has a bunch of weapon building material and little to no supervision and a new best friend to help him out, he's gonna build a kind of Iron Man suit powered by a mini arc reactor.
A mini arc reactor?
Yeah, it's like a super powerful energy source to power the magnet so he doesn't have to carry a car battery around.
Wow.
Yeah, and the doctor guy is gonna be like, whoa, this thing could run your heart for like 50 lifetimes.
Wait, is the thing running Tony's heart or powering
powering the magnet.
So why would that guy say that?
I don't know.
What a strange guy.
Yeah. So anyway, Tony's gonna kill a bunch of terrorists and there's gonna be fire and explosions.
How's Tony able to see out of the suit?
Well, the mask has some pretty massive eye holes.
And the fires and explosions don't roast his eyeballs?
They do not.
Oh, fireproof eyeballs are tight.
Yeah, so then Tony's gonna go back to the US and the first thing he does is
go to Burger King.
Well, actually, I was thinking he could go to...
No, I'm telling you that the first thing he does is go to Burger King. I already cashed a check from them.
Oh, it's a product placement thing. Okay, what does he get from Burger King?
A cheeseburger and probably diarrhea, if we're being honest.
I'll add it into the script. Probably just the cheeseburger part, though.
So what does he do after that?
Well, now he's changed and he wants to do good, so he announces that his company's not going to make weapons anymore.
Won't that jeopardize the entire company and cause hundreds of people to lose their jobs?
Probably.
Kind of weird that his first good act is going to destroy hundreds of families.
Whoops. Whoopsie. So anyway, then Tony's going to build himself a really good Iron Man suit.
Okay.
And he's going to have a hard time getting it to fly, but eventually he's going to get the hang of it.
And what does he do with it?
Well, he goes to kill people and then accidentally blows up a US fighter jet.
This guy kinda sucks.
Kinda.
Wow, and who else is in the movie?
We're also gonna have this guy, Obadiah Stane.
Oh, so he's the bad guy?
How could you tell?
Well, his name is Obadiah Stane, so I figured he's either a bad guy or a general in the American Civil War.
Well, it's the first one.
That does make the most sense.
So anyway, Obadiah works on building his own Iron Man type suit.
So you're saying the bad guy has similar powers as the hero, but uses them for evil?
Exactly.
Okay, before you say anything else, I love that and I want to do it over and over again in any movies we make.
Won't that get kind of repetitive?
I don't know.
Well, okay then.
So what else happens?
Well, Obadiah can't figure out the mini arc reactor thing, so he paralyzes Tony and steals his.
Uh-oh, is he gonna kill him?
No, he's gonna explain his evil plan to him and then leave him for dead.
Why wouldn't he just kill him though?
Because there has to be a final fight.
Fair enough.
So then there's gonna be a final fight.
Right.
And Obadiah's a really good fighter, so it's super tough for Tony.
Didn't we have a whole thing where it takes Tony a while to figure out how to use the suit properly?
Yeah, well, Obadiah's gonna get the hang of it immediately.
Wow.
So then they're gonna have a crazy public fight and Obadiah's gonna throw cars around and stuff.
What's his plan here exactly?
Well, I guess it's to murder Tony in a very public way and hope that solves all his problems.
Doesn't seem like it would.
Yeah, it's not the best plan.
Huh.
So anyway, Tony's gonna fly so high up that Obadiah's suit freezes and he's gonna fall all the way back down to Earth.
Wow, so he dies?
No, he's completely fine.
How?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
So then Tony's gonna get Pepper to overload this giant arc reactor thing so it blows up and kills Obadiah.
Wouldn't that also kill Tony?
It would and it should, but it won't.
Very lucky.
And so yeah, that's about it.
Wow.
So what do you think?
Well, it sounds like a pretty fun superhero movie.
Okay.
So yeah, I say let's give it a shot. I doubt it'll lead to anything huge, but we can give it a try.
From the company that went bankrupt in the 90s and sold off the rights to its most popular characters comes a film based on the equivalent of leftover scrap metal, proving that Marvel can build a franchise around just about anybody, except the Hulk.
That's true.
Iron Man.
That's true.
Experience the massive success that Marvel turned into a formula for printing money, where you take a half-forgotten B-list superhero, cast an unknown or half-forgotten B-list actor, have him fight a generic villain that will only last one movie, fall in love with a generically strong female character, make a ton of quips, talk a bunch of science, destroy some public property, cram Stan Lee in there somewhere, have a blue beam shoot up in the sky, set up an Avengers movie, and force the audience to sit through 500 visual effects guys' names just to catch a few extra seconds.
I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe.
You grew up loving Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman.
Yep.
Now, get ready for a hero that makes them look like huge nerds by comparison. And meet Tony Stark, a hard-partying, Robert Downey Jr.-ish weapons designer. He's the perfect match between actor and role that allowed him to spend the next 7 years making a fortune by pretending to look at a screen, pretending to play with some holograms, doing a little voiceover.
Keep going!
And basically act like himself until someone says cut. Nice work if you can get it. Cheer for a hero whose power is his intelligence, not some magical hammer, as Tony craps out new technology the way you and I crap out breakfast. Like this weapon that's used against him. These weapons that are used against him.
Got a lot of my weapons.
This weapon that's used against him.
You remember this one, right?
This weapon that's used against him.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave!
This miracle technology that becomes a weapon that's used against him. And of course, Ultron. Seriously, Tony,
There we go.
just do the world a solid and stop working.
Time to rid the world of weapons! You gave it its best one ever!
So revisit the Marvel masterpiece that started it all, without which there would be no Marvel Cinematic Universe.
This is true.
No Avengers, no Guardians, no Winter Soldier, leaving Hollywood in the terrifying position of having to develop something original. Starring Bruce Wayne, Miss Moneypepper, Obadiah Vane. Terrence, how hard could it have been to take a pay cut for the sequels? Obligatory
How hard could it
cameo,
have been?
and the Iron Giant, Marvel Man.
Where is it?
Wow, that's got to be the only time someone has ever looked cool riding a Segway.
So there we have it, Iron Man. We got Captain America out the way, Captain Marvel, now we're on to Iron Man. And these are pretty funny. Between the two, though, I may have to go with Honest Trailer on this one. Only because of how it went about, its trailer. And speaking to some of the ridiculousness, but also speaking to what makes it work overall and what it's done for the franchise. I think Ryan George did that a little bit with the pitch meeting, but it's also an older pitch meeting. So, the older ones, they while they can be funny, they play a little bit different because, it's in the early days of when he was doing those. It's not as quick with the quips and the comedic moments. So there's times where I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm just sitting there kind of watching, and I don't want it to be boring for you guys. If it is, let me know. But yeah, I think I have to give this one to Honest Trailers. That even just a bit about Terrence Howard, why can't you just take a pay cut? Like, come on. Like, this is bigger than you. And it should be. Yes, the actors should be getting paid appropriately, but it's overall, it's for the fans. It's bigger than them. I know there was more to it with Terrence Howard and just all the negotiating and things of that nature. I know there was more to it than that, but I feel like, if he would have stayed, it would have been great. But Don Cheadle also just killed it. So I kind of wish they had him from the beginning. That would have been amazing. So those are my thoughts on this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on this versus reaction to Honest Trailers and Pitch Meetings Iron Man. We're going to continue this. So Friday will be the next MCU reaction between Honest Trailer and Pitch Meeting. I might throw How It Should Have Ended in there. I did keep it out of this one only because, I'm going to be honest, they've been kind of boring. I might do that one by itself one day, this week or next week. So look out for that. If you are subscribed to the channel, though, overall, I do thank you very much for coming back each and every day to check out what I'm doing on this channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy, but it's also amazing. If you're not subscribed, though, please think about subscribing to the channel if you like this content. And if you want to, not making anybody do it, but if you want to, check it out and subscribe. Like this video, share this video, and channel with someone if you think they would enjoy the content. Lastly, before you go, check out our Versus Reaction playlist, which has a bunch of other Versus reactions we've done between Pitch Meetings, How It Should Have Ended, and Honest Trailers for various different movies. You can also check out Twilight Breaking Dawn Pitch Meeting from Ryan George's screenwriter, which I think is one of the best so far. He's got some work to do to top that one. So check those out. If you have already seen those, then I will see you in the comments.